Good morning and welcome on board this interdimensional ride into the social space. This is TMI Socials. I am Chukwufumnanya Adigwe and I will be your guide through the trending stories on social media. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The Ondo State gubernatorial election has been a trending topic on social media, sparking outrage and conversation over alleged vote buying. Claims have surfaced of voters being influenced by money, with some communities reportedly prioritizing financial incentives over campaign promises. Critics argue that this has eroded trust in the electoral process, despite the pre-election peace accord signed by all candidates, which pledged for a fair and peaceful election. Lucky Aiyedatiwa, the APC candidate, was declared winner of the election after securing a landslide victory with 366,781 votes, that is 72.06%. His main opponent, Agbola Ajayi of the PDP, followed with 117,845 votes. Before diving into what netizens have to say, let's first take a look at the video showing alleged vote buying caught on camera, and then we'll hear what the online community have to say about this.
Good morning. Good morning. What's happening here?
There's no problem, sir.
But there's problem. I can see. What's happening?
There's no problem, sir. There's no problem, sir.
What's in your hand?
It's mine. It's not,
Talk to me. Bro, I'm a man. Talk to me.
There's no problem, sir. There's no problem.
But there's a problem.
There's no problem, sir.
What's the list here? Bro, what's the list here?
We are not fighting. We are not doing anything. We are not doing anything. We are not fighting. We are not doing anything. We are not fighting. We are not fighting.
No.
We are not fighting.
I know we are not fighting. I know we are not fighting. Man, calm down. I know we are not fighting. But at the same time, I'm not a baby, and I know what is happening here. You know what is happening here. You are a youth. I'm a youth.
As you know, this video has sparked, and numerous videos like this have sparked a lot of conversation online. Now let's see what people have to say about this. This user says, personally, I believe vote buying is a smokescreen to a larger criminal activity going on behind closed doors. How many people were collecting money? What's the population of Ondo State? Vote buying is only a means to justify toxic election rigging. Now let's take the next one. This next one says, unfortunately, an impoverished and poverty-inflicted masses became willing sellers, and even though against their conscience, but became a temporary survival instinct available. Votes and cook soup. Then he goes ahead to speak a language and says poverty had been weaponized by the politician, hence the vote buying. Let's take the last comment on this one. This one says, the situation in Ondo State sounds deeply troubling. A free and fair election is fundamental to democracy. An incident of police fleeing from gunmen undermine the process. Authorities must address the lapses urgently and restore order and credibility. Well, that's it for that one. Let's take the next hot topic that's trending on social media. In a recent development, Nigerian President Bola Tinubu has departed Abuja for Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to attend the 2024 G20 Leaders Summit. The summit will take place from November 18 to 19, where global leaders will gather and discuss critical issues such as sustainable development, global governance reform, and energy transition under the theme, Building a Just and Sustainable Planet. Tinubu's participation in the summit is a key moment for Nigeria as the country continues to push for a reform of global institutions and advocates for a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. But people are talking. Before we dive into some reactions from social media, let's take a look at a video capturing President Tinubu's departure, and then we'll hear what netizens have to say about this. Well, of course, you know this has sparked a lot of conversation online. Let's get to see what people are saying. Well, this one from Charles does say, he doesn't really stay one place. One would wonder what he has really achieved with wasting Nigeria's resources on useless and senseless travels. Let's take the next one. This next user does say, safe trip, Mr. President. Now, why this man bought new plane? It's a lot of international travels. Children of perdition are not happy that the president has always been traveling on business and meeting purposes and not on the ground of health issues. Let's take the last comment on this story. This one from Mood Obedience says, Nigeria is not part of the 19 countries in the G20 Leaders Summit, so that information is false. Tinubu traveling to Rio de Janeiro is to hold bilateral meetings on the sideline of the summit in the advancement of Nigeria's socio-economic reforms and take photos to deceive his gullible followers. Very, very strong opinions on this one, I would say. And now for our last story trending on social media, which we're going to tell you on TMI socials today. Chidima Adesina, Nigeria's representative as Miss Universe 2024, has achieved a historic milestone as the first runner-up at the global pageant. Her inspiring journey from competing as a finalist in Miss South Africa to reclaiming her roots and winning Miss Nigeria has resonated widely. Social media is buzzing, not just with celebrations of her victory, but also with banter between Nigerians and South Africans about her achievements and identity. This light-hearted rivalry has added an extra layer of excitement to an already remarkable achievement. Now let's take a look at some of the final moments from Miss Universe 2024, and then we'll dive into the social media conversations around it.
All over the world as Miss Universe. If for any reason the winner is unable to complete her duties, the first runner-up will take her place. Good luck, ladies!
The new Miss Universe is...
All the other finalists put on their headphones. Okay, Miss Nigeria, here is your question. Let's make sure those headphones are on. Okay, Miss Universe has inspired generations of women. What is your message to the ones watching you right now?
As a woman who has faced adversity, I feel like I have a powerful story. I don't stand here as Chidima Adesina. I stand here as a symbol of hope. a beacon of faith. As someone who has persevered with grace, I believe I have fought for not only myself, but for Africa.
Thank you, Miss Nigeria. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Chidima Adesina. And now let's get to hear what social media is saying about this. For the first one from Etini Udo, which says, when Miss Chidima Adesina won the Miss Universe Nigeria, most people were of the opinion that she's being compensated for being bullied by her country of birth, but her emergence as the first runner-up for Miss Universe 2024 has proven this wrong. Congratulations, Miss Chidima. Well, let's see the next one. Nasima says she needs to thank South Africa and the Miss SA organization for grooming her until she had to be kicked out for that fraud, which she still has to answer to. Of course, we knew she will never be the Miss Universe. Only real South African girls do that. Let's get to see another one on this. My brothers and sisters, this one says from Nigeria, thank you very much for rescuing Chidima, giving her a home and supporting her throughout her ordeal. You have taught Africans globally how we ought to protect an African child. Keep up the good work. No DNA, just Nigeria. Let's take the last comment on this one. This one says, congratulations, Chidima. I am super happy and proud of you, girl. Miss Universe Africa and Oceania. Well done and deserved. The world is your oyster. Well, again, congratulations, Chidima. And that is all we have for TMI Socials today. I am Chuku from Nanya Digwe. It's been my absolute pleasure taking you through the world of socials. Do something. Join us tomorrow. Bye for now.